Hi, we are OneVision Games, a new indie team of 2 people, my partner and programmer Tim, and me, CK, the designer. And we are proud to show you our first game called Essence. In the beginning of our university, we became friends and started to develop small game projects together. Around spring last year, we started to experiment with new visual tools, and we got the idea to merge the different styles and gameplay mechanisms with an important message we had in mind while experimenting. The first worlds we've created turned out to be very beautiful, and we saw we can reach new borders of what people have seen so far.
You're right, we love the Zelda games. Besides that, Essence is inspired by Journey, which we think is a super emotional adventure, and games like Taylor Principle, Shadow of the Colossus, Nascency, and the Metroid series. While I've mainly been influenced by Zelda and Journey, CK's most influential games are Zelda as well, and the Metroid series. We both had a bit of experience in Unity as we started to develop Essence. Therefore, it just came naturally to us that we also would develop Essence in Unity. Also, Unity gives us the possibility to actually develop Essence on PC and Xbox One at the same time, which apparently is great.
We always loved today's indie scene and its games. It was a great experience to finally work as indie developers ourselves, but we also had to learn how difficult it actually is to build up your own little community and really get into the business, especially since we don't have a budget. However, our community is growing fast, and this shows us that Essence does already delight and inspire people, even in this early state. We hope that maybe one day Essence or our future games can inspire players and developers as much as Journey, for example, inspired us. Yes, definitely. Kickstarter is all about interaction and getting the word about your project out to the crowd. We recognize that Kickstarter can provide completely new opportunities to include bakers themselves in the game, and we even want to evolve it for future projects. In our eyes, only a project that inspires and has emotional value to the bakers can be a unique and successful project.
As mentioned before, Unity helps us a lot with developing Essence, also for Xbox. However, there will be definitely some tweaks and changes that we have to make in order to make Essence on the Xbox an outstanding experience and to make the gameplay come natural to the player. We are already looking forward to the countless hours of testing and improving that we will do. Even though our Spanish community is small so far, we already love them. We would love to be able to provide a Spanish translation for Essence and are willing to do so even if the later on-stretch goals are not reached. Same goes for the Xbox. If we recognize that many of our fans and bakers are interested in playing Essence on the Xbox One, we will definitely develop Essence on the Xbox One.
For Essence, we are trying to use different ones simultaneously to create its very own charm and style. For instance, there is a lot of story told through the environment and happenings on the way. There are obvious messages that player can read while wandering through the worlds, and more subtle ones that can reach player through colors, sounds, and the overall feeling. Besides, there are also characters and voices who lead the player through the game and make sure that you don't get lost. Well, we think that many current games are made for fast pace and to create the most profit. It seems like many games are only built of often used or trending gameplay elements, which in some cases don't actually work pretty well with each other. Also, many of the current games seems to have lost this little special extra, which makes the game so unique and remarkable. Additionally, many developers are under time pressure and maybe do not have the time to put a great effort in turning the game into a complex and rememberable experience that influences the player rather than just creating a casual game.
In fact, we have been searching for the soundtrack that fits Essence best for a long time, and finally found it. The composer of the soundtrack of Essence is called Jay Arker. He's a great guy who's helping us to enchant our fans, not only with great visuals, creative gameplay and inspiring messages, but also with an amazing sound.
Reverence, arcane, and beauty. I think it's hard to describe Essence in a few words, but these words are always in our mind when we work on the game, and we also want to convey these words as feelings to the player.